A homeowner locked in their monthly payment thinking their income was stable. And now they're already deciding what gets cut just to make that same number work. The payment didn't move, but the paycheck did. And now they're checking their account more than once a day, hoping the number hasn't dropped again. Now the mortgage is still there, the insurance is still there, utilities are still acting like nothing has changed, and now every charge feels like it matters more than it did just a few weeks ago. There's less room to absorb anything right now, and every decision starts affecting something else. And the number they planned around does not stretch the same way anymore. It's like your bills are on auto pay and your income is buffering. And buffering never happens at a good time. Nobody ever gets a buffering symbol during a vacation. It's always when you're trying to do something important. That's what this moment feels like for so many people right now, for so many households right now, because the real assumption behind most housing decisions is not just the price. It's the income holding it all together and hoping it keeps showing up. And right now, that part is getting shaky. This isn't just a weak jobs market. In reality, it's a very slow one, and slow is where things get particularly dangerous because nothing breaks immediately. At first, it just feels manageable. I mean, you tell yourself you'll be fine for a month, then maybe you'll be fine for 2. But during that time, the math, it starts changing at its own pace. And it ends up not being how much can I save? Now, it's how long can I carry this? And that is a completely different mindset because once you start thinking in survival time, in survival terms, everything starts tightening. I mean, spending feels different. Time itself feels different. Every small decision starts carrying weight they didn't have before. And you start noticing things you never actually paid attention to before. You check your bank account more often. You hesitate before spending. You start doing mental math in the middle of the day for no reason at all. And that's not overthinking. It's just pressure showing up. And the problem is the payment doesn't adjust with you. It just stays full size. So now you've got a fixed commitment sitting on the top of a moving income. And that's like standing on solid ground that suddenly isn't solid anymore. The ground did not disappear. It just stopped being predictable. And when that happens, people don't collapse right away. They just adapt. And at first, it looks like control. Savings gets used a little more than it was expected. The credit card doesn't get paid off the way it used to. The emergency fund still exists, but it starts feeling a little bit smaller every time you look at it. And then something shifts. That emergency fund stops feeling like protection. It starts feeling like a timer. And you ever notice that moment? You ever have that moment before? When you stop thinking I'm covered and start thinking, how long do I actually have? That's when behavior changes. It doesn't happen dramatically. Oftentimes it happens so quietly. People start stretching time. They try to hold things together. They try to hold things together just a little bit longer. Maybe the next month will be better. Maybe something comes through. Maybe part-time work fills the gap. But the payment is still sitting there at full weight. And that's what makes this different. Because the problem is not just losing income, although that's a huge problem. It's losing income inside a structure that assumes it never changes, which is your house. And that's why people start leaning on things they never planned to use this way, such as credit cards or side work, retirement money. There's a case where a man lost his job and ended up pulling around $50,000 out of his 401k just to deal with the debt, much of it tied just to credit cards. And that's not a spending issue, that's a pressure issue. That's what happens when fixed costs meet unstable income. It's like building your life around a number, and then the conditions behind that number quietly start shifting. The house didn't change, but the ability to carry it, it did. And here's where it tightens even more, because people assume there's some kind of support that fills that gap. But what a lot of households are finding is the support does not match the timeline. It runs out faster than the problem itself, or it's not enough to carry everything. Or the moment you try to earn more, you lose the support you were relying on in the first place. So now you're in this in-between place. You're not stable, you're not supported, you're just trying to stay upright. And that's like standing on something that technically holds your weight, but you can feel it shifting underneath you. And during all of this, the housing payment, it doesn't blink. It stays the same. It's the same number. It's the same due date, the same expectations. There's no adjustment. It's like the bill is completely disconnected from what's happening in your life. And that's when people start feeling trapped. Not because they necessarily made a bad decision, but because the conditions around that particular decision changed. And now the flexibility they thought they had is not really there anymore. I mean, yeah, of course you could cancel subscriptions. You can delay purchases. You can cut back on spending. But the thing you cannot do, you cannot casually adjust your housing commitment. And that's the difference. Because housing is the one thing that doesn't shrink when everything else does. And that's why this moment matters so much. Because once your margin disappears, well, everything else, it starts feeling a lot heavier. Gas hits harder. Groceries, they feel more expensive. I mean, they don't feel more, they just are more expensive. Insurance feels more aggressive. Even small purchases start feeling like huge decisions. And that's not just inflation. That is what it feels like when the cushion's gone. And once the cushion is gone, the question, it invariably changes. It's not, is this affordable? Now it's, how long can I keep this going? And that question does not get quiet over time. It gets louder and louder and louder, because every payment becomes a reminder that the number you built your life around was built on something that is not as stable as it initially looked. Now, once you see that, you don't go back to how it felt before, because now you're not just making payments, you're measuring time. And that time, it is getting more and more expensive.